Alright, I had quite a long video and I said, you know what, get rid of it. I don't want have to have anybody go through 17 or 18, 19 minutes of video because I know there's a lot of that going around these days. It's just catching like a bug. You know, everybody wants to do their 20 minutes of fame and I can't watch it all. So anyway, the first thing that came in is from Salt Lake City, Utah. This is the ultimate success that you want to have. It's not quite 100% of a rainbow, it's more like 3/4 of a rainbow. Because the one card is actually a rainbow foil card I did not have signed. And there's a good reason for that, because the gold rainbow foil card can be easily a $5 card all by itself. Maybe a $15 card depending on which vendor has it. But this is 4 of 4, and I also wanted to limit it at 4. Dylan Ferguson. He was a freestyle skier. I think he still probably is here. And I have him for his 2014 Olympics. Here is the base card. And the signed in thin Sharpie, we'll go to the next one here, the bronze card. So if you care, there's a difference between gold and bronze. You can see quite a vast difference there. There's the bronze card there. I don't know if you're able to see that there, but it's in a thin Sharpie. And then there's the silver and gold, and that's absolutely astounding. So I'm technically done with that, because if I do happen to put together a golden rainbow set, it's basically like this, but it's kind of like a refractor type thing. I'm just going to leave that unsigned. This is the first gold card I have gotten signed. It doesn't show up well on camera from my vantage point, but it looks quite just fine. And so he is done. I got a whole player run done, just crazy, for one set. The next thing I have, you can see the Sonic guys in the background here. I really miss those guys. Those guys were cool, but they just got pushed out like a lot of the other things in the last couple years. I said, out with the old and in with the new, and the new is not so great. It's just meh. So, too bad, so sad. Alright, now the next thing is I've got this letter going out to Al Spangler. I didn't get a chance to throw that in the box as the mail got here super early. So it was already here, and I was like, well, I'll just dump it off the post office at some point there. But it's good to get these older celebrities and athletes done, because you just never know. I think I mentioned in the last video I missed Paul Hornung just by that much, you know. I had my $5 ready to go. I think I may have mailed it and it came back. I think. I'm not quite sure. Then I got to this going off to a 70-year-old athlete, Debbie Meyer. And Debbie Meyer's another Olympic athlete. And I wanted to get 3 cards because they were easy enough to get. I probably could have got a 4th one, but again, I don't want to string these things forever and ever and ever. And I had this card here. I think somebody gave that to me. It came in a care package. I want to say that one came in a care package. I already had this one here from the '68 Mexico Olympics, and then I just received this one here the other day. This M&M's card. Unfortunately, there's some blemishes there, but for TTM, that's actually factory blemishes. Not to worry about that. So that's the same picture. If I don't damage the card here, that's the same picture, but just different logo there. It's all. The only thing that's different is they chose a red border, different font. And I put the M&Ms there, so that's kind of essentially just drops down like that. The backs are actually different too. I like the M&M cards better because you can actually probably read them a little better font there. A little easier to read, but it's interesting that this is card number 26 and this is card number 82. So different, and it also has the M&M's logo. These are tougher to find if you know anything about those types of deals. I mentioned that in the video. So that'll be going out, and this piece of paper was just protecting something in a letter, and it turns out to be that's my letter now. I just basically didn't have anything to say to somebody that was you know, did all their accomplishments before you were born. I just said, even though before you were born, blah, blah, you know, and I enjoy this Olympics, and what are your favorite Olympics aside from the ones that you won your gold medals at, and that kind of stuff. And if you have time, would you sign my cards, and thank you very much, blah, 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 very quickly. And then a lot of people are questioning why I'm tearing these sheets apart. Well, you know, to just reinvent the wheel and get more stamps. If you already have them, use them. You know, so many people have told me, it's like, well, you know, you could probably try to throw it on eBay for 10 bucks. Somebody might eventually buy it, but each time that $10 and all the fees and the other things are ticking away, then you're getting closer to that $3 original value. And unless you're going to put in an expensive frame and display it, enjoy it every day of the week, it's just best to just go ahead and use that. And so, you know, with the new 63 cents, I calculated a lot of my postage earlier in the year, not realizing it was going to be 63. And then I do throw some of these on postcards as well too. There was another set of 3-cent stamps that I was gifted a long time ago, and I just went ahead and said, you know what, these just need to be used, because they're just nice stamps, but they're not doing anything for me, and I'm not going to change the collecting world. Now, if these were the inverted Jenny stamps that were the upside down airplane, and I had them in this particular format, I'd probably have a couple $1,000,000 or more at least, at the very least. Now I only have basically 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, you know. I have about 30 cents there, because it's like 10 or 8 or whatever, not even 30 cents there. So that is that. Everybody's talking about the Hall of Fame results and all that fun stuff, and I don't need to, because it's all been done and said before. Everybody's talked about the winners, the losers, the people who threw us under the bus, and the people that, you know, went above and beyond that and decided to make the Hall of Fame the best ever. And that is all I have for you, unless, you know, something else comes in. But this was the only item. Amazon returned something damaged back to me that I shipped off to them. They basically poured their little magic all over it and called it damaged. And then they're just going to take a credit for it, and I'm out some bucks there. So essentially that is a win for the day, and thank you for watching.